Okay guys, I'm going to make a new video on my tongue ring. 'Cause my last one, I only had the tongue ring for a couple weeks. I still had a lisp. It wasn't completely healed, so make a new video just in case you need to know things about it or you want to ask me questions about it. If I don't cover everything, you can always ask me and I will personally tell you. But I'll also tell you that I do not recommend this piercing. Most piercers will not actually do it because it's considered a surface piercing, which piercers will almost never do. It's also horizontal, and that's not good for the tongue because the tongue is made of two muscles, and fusing them together is a big problem. It makes things really hard to do, like eating and talking and just movement of the tongue. That's why tongue splitting is okay, because you're separating the two muscles and the tongue can still function right. Fusing them together makes it a little hard, so a lot of piercers won't do it even if they know how to do it. The only reason I was able to do it is because my piercer was kind of a jackass. He didn't check my anatomy, sorry, I'm itchy. He didn't shine a flashlight through my tongue or anything. He didn't make me wash my mouth out with mouthwash. I actually got rejected by about 5 piercers before somebody told me, hey, he'll do any piercing. He did my tongue webbing and it rejected, so he'll do your tongue piercing. I was stupid and did it, but, sorry, I'm holding a mic, but, I was lucky, and, over a year later, my tongue piercing is still here. Ow, sorry, my balls are stainless steel, and I just clicked them on my teeth, and that does not feel very good. It's one of the main problems with it. You can bust out your teeth. I haven't chipped a tooth yet, but I do have a bad habit of clicking them on my teeth, which I know is not good for your teeth. I've bitten them several times, and that really hurts. And, just the way you have to keep it in your mouth, because it does make you all too aware that your tongue is way too big to fit in your mouth properly. And with a little extra added to the end, that just ruins your life. You have to when your mouth is closed, you have to keep your teeth open like this. And you just gotta stick your tongue out through your teeth and just kind of rest them behind your lips, so like this. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It takes some getting used to, but I don't mind anymore because I've had it for so long. But I was really tempted to take it out the first couple months because I was walking around like this most of the time. It's kind of nice to show it off, but then your tongue dries out and that's not fun. But a lot of people ask me questions like, does it mess with sexual stuff? Does it mess with kissing? And at the time people asked me that, I didn't have a boyfriend during that time, and actually when I got pierced I did have a boyfriend, but I wouldn't kiss him or anything because I knew he was cheating on me a lot and I didn't want to get anything. So, which is dumb now that I realize that, but I don't know why I didn't just break up with him. But yeah, I wouldn't have sex with him or anything, but I was still with him for 8 months after we stopped kissing or doing anything. So yeah, this is what my tongue ring looks like. Let me just get an old piece of jewelry so I can show you what it looks like, because it's kind of hard to get back in if I take it out. This is my jewelry bucket. It's just an old cream cheese container. I actually think I threw the old jewelry away because it was broken, but, hold on. Oh, there it is. No, it's not. That's belly button ring. Sorry, but, oh shit, I look like an idiot. Alright. This isn't it, but, it looks like it. It's, this is a belly button ring if I can get a hold of it. I'm so sorry. Come here, you little rascal. Okay. So it just kind of looks like this belly button ring. It has more of a curvature to it. Just so, it fits in the tongue better. It is kind of an extra long piece of jewelry. I'm going to put my bucket back. It's an extra long piece of jewelry just to accommodate for the movement of your tongue, so your tongue doesn't stay the same size all the time. So that's why another reason why it shouldn't be pierced, because it's hard to get jewelry that'll fit comfortably in there. So your tongue can be skinny. And it can also be wide. So yeah, that kind of makes it hard for it to heal and stuff. So sometimes my tongue's in a certain position, I do have like extra slack on my jewelry that I chew on. So it's like, see, there's a lot of extra space on there to accommodate for the movement of the tongue. So here's some stuff I learned. So if you eat peanut butter or anything, it gets stuck to the roof of your mouth, you can't get it off. You have to use like your fingers or like another instrument, because if you lick it, like, because the way the tongue ring is, the tongue ring will touch the roof of your mouth, but your tongue won't, and it won't be able to go any further and reach it. So it doesn't work. So if you got stuff stuck in your teeth or anything, you're not getting that out. You have to use a toothpick or something. Another thing people always ask me about kissing, it doesn't really like make it any better or anything. What it does do is, though, sometimes the ball will fall off my tongue ring, like it'll get unscrewed from the movement, and it'll fall off in the other person's mouth and they'll swallow it, or it'll fall off in my mouth and I will swallow it. They'll accidentally bite my tongue ring. I might bash them in the teeth with my tongue ring. And one of the worst things that happens, because it's a curved barbell, the way the curve goes like it faces that way. Sometimes what happens is they like flip it so the tongue ring is facing this way. And that hurts really bad. And it's really hard to get back because it's not meant to go that way. And it just really fucking hurts, and it's like embarrassing to go like, stop, I gotta flip over my tongue ring. No, that really sucks. Another thing, I don't know if I want to talk about this. It's best to keep balls on it instead of spikes. Because I've had spikes on it, and I gave my boyfriend head, and I actually cut him. So, that's not fun. The balls also come unscrewed during that, and you can swallow them. There is also a risk, that they can get, stuck inside your partner. I have not happened to me, but, there's a risk if you like, sticking your jewelry like in. So I'm sure that's a risk with regular tongue rings as well. Now off of the sexual shit, let's see. Spicy foods irritate it. Really like temperature wise hot foods irritate it. Really cold foods irritate it. And acidic things irritate it. So if I eat pineapple or like some really zesty Italian dressing, my tongue ring will burn for several days. Just because it gets really sensitive right there. And that's really not fun. Just want to try to cover everything. Let's see. I did find out my tongue ring is crooked. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's crooked. Yeah, you can kind of see that. It is pretty crooked, but you can't really tell because people aren't like staring at my tongue ring. Like, I know it's crooked, but not everybody can tell unless I would go like, hey, yeah, my tongue ring is crooked, you want to see? Yeah, it's crooked because the guy who did it free-handed it for God knows what reason. I'm never gonna go to him again. I just went to him because I know he would do it. He has screwed up a lot of my friends' piercings, so I wouldn't go to him for another piercing. But luckily the crookedness has not affected me at all. It just kind of irritates me, but I wouldn't get this done again because it hurt really fucking bad. And the initial piercing was really painful. Like, the healing process was really easy. Well, easy as it can be. Like, my tongue didn't swell. It did bleed a lot when it initially got pierced, but after that it didn't bleed at all. Like some tongue rings, after they get pierced, most do this, if not all of them. They get like white around them, and And mine didn't really do that. Like, it did a little bit, like, but not as drastically as regular tongue rings do. So there wasn't like that weird white film of it trying to scab. I'm sorry, I have the TV on, it's distracting me. Yeah, the healing was really easy. Like, it wasn't painful and swollen, but I did have a really bad lisp for about a month, like to the point where people could not understand me, which is bad because in my job I do have to answer phones sometimes. So they wouldn't let me answer phones for a while. Let's see. Learning to eat again was really hard. I couldn't eat anything. I was like eating all soup. Because, well, it's healing. Like, I was trying to eat ramen and stuff because people told me, oh, when you get your tongue pierced, noodles are a really easy thing to eat. It would get wrapped around my tongue ring, and it would pull on it, and I would choke, and it was just really bad. I couldn't eat anything because I didn't know what to do with my tongue while I was chewing, so I would, like, end up chewing on my tongue, and that was pretty terrible. God, I don't know what else. I really want to cover everything, but I don't know what else I should do. There's stuff I don't know. I don't know how it will react with the tongue web piercing or smiley or regular tongue piercing because I don't have any other oral piercings. Because honestly, this was so much of a pain in the ass. I don't want to deal with that again. I still do have problems with it. Like, I bite it. I hit myself in the teeth sometimes. Food does still get stuck on it. I still love it though. It's my favorite piercing. I love how it looks, but people do give me shit for it. Like, people who do pierce, they just call me stupid and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about because I have this tongue piercing. But, it's not 100% rejection like with most surface piercings. Like, there is some that work out. Most of them don't, but some work out, and it doesn't make them stupid. I mean, I guess it does for, going through with the piercing, but, there's a lot of tongue piercings that are considered stupid. Like, some people think venoms are stupid, and a lot of people get those. I personally can't get those because my anatomy, I have 2 really big veins where the placement would be, so I can never have venoms, but, I love my tongue piercing. Like, it's not ideal, but I like it. I know a lot of you can't get it. Like, I know a lot of people are gonna look up like videos on this piercing and see things about, but I'm sorry, most of you cannot get it. You have to have certain anatomy for it. Most people have nerve bundles in the end of their tongue. I actually don't, I don't think, because I still have my sense of taste and I can still feel my tongue, and if that gets pierced, you like lose all that. Yeah, mine turned out pretty good. I don't know if I'll ever take it out. Maybe if I break my teeth, I'll take it out. But yeah, don't do what I did and go look for the worst piercer you can to try to get it done, because it might not work out the way you want it to. But yeah, if I missed some stuff, go watch my other tongue piercing video about my snake eyes. Because there might be some information I didn't cover, but thank you. I'm sorry if you can't get this tongue piercing, because I know it looks really cool. Well, yeah, bye.